Have you ever said to yourself, I'm going to post on social media every single day and I'm going to blow up my song, only to find out after about maybe 5 or 6 days, you're exhausted, ready to give up if you haven't skipped a day already? Well, I've definitely been there. And in this video, I want to share with you why you don't have to only post on social media and you don't have to be on that constant treadmill every single day to blow up your music. That's not why I got 130 million streams on Spotify or over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. It really comes down to a few strategies I want to share in this video. And I hope it really encourages you because, when you're posting every single day and you're like, okay, I want to do this for 6 months and you're not seeing any traction, it can be really frustrating. So I want to share with you these points because I've been exhausted too from posting on social media. And to be 100% honest, we've had posts that have gotten hundreds of thousands of views. I don't think I've had any personally that have gotten millions, but other people have used my songs in their videos, which have gotten millions of views. And so I want to share with you, like, you need to post on social media. You need to be active there because even if we just promote you on Spotify, fans are going to want to find more about you. They want to get to know you, to become that super fan, because there's fans that just listen to your music. And then there's fans that are fans of your music and fans of you. Those are the ones that are going to buy the merch, come to the show, support your Kickstarters, all that stuff. And so I do want you to make a commitment to posting on social media. But if you haven't been doing it at all, you probably don't want to go from zero to posting like 3 times a day. You're probably not going to be able to, get there. You got to work your way up, just like you're pushing or lifting a weight, right? So if you're not posting at all, I'd probably go to one or twice a week, right? 2 days a week. Maybe you do a Monday and a Friday, right? And just start getting in the game, get back in the game, right? Because it's really consistency and quality over quantity, and then work up to 3 days a week, then work up to four. And maybe you're scheduling your posts out, which is great. And the reason we want to post on social media for the strategies I'm going to share with you today, because we're on day 18 of this Spotify challenge, day 18 of 30, by the way, and blowing up a song, getting hundreds of thousands of streams on it. What I've realized is when you start to post every single day and you make a commitment, and maybe it is every single day, just like maybe you want to go to the gym every single day. You don't want to step on the scale every day and count those numbers. And the same thing with social media. You don't want to post and be looking at the views and comments every day. Instead, you want to just mark off your calendar that you showed up. You showed up today. You showed up in the gym today. You showed up on social media. You got your shot up there, right? Start counting that and make that the commitment instead of getting distracted by the views. And then you're like, oh, I'm not getting any traction. It's not working. But you don't know how close you are to blowing up and it to start to take off. Like I've shared this so many times. I just love the metaphor of a plane. A plane has to go fast enough, long enough for it to break through gravity with the law of lift. But the problem with most artists' music careers is we start and then we stop. We start and then we stop. And we never go hard enough, long enough until we take off. And I want to say this as well, too. When you space it out and you really plan and you get organized and you start to post quality over quantity. Okay. So you're not just like, oh, I got to get a post up today. Okay, I'm gonna upload this. And you upload it. And there's no effort into it. Like we wouldn't do that with a song, right? Like we wouldn't just upload any song to Spotify and YouTube and put it out there, right? Well, it's the same with social media. We want to put our best out there, man. I'm not saying you have to spend all this money editing or whatnot necessarily. Maybe you do. You want to make, less content and each post be really, really great. But sometimes it's more just about the idea. It's the resources or the resourcefulness versus the resources. You might not have a lot of money, but you have a great idea. And guess what? I'd rather have a great idea over a big budget any day. Okay. The next thing I want to share with you, when you're posting, you never want to say, my new song is out or listen to this new song without any context around it. Okay. Maybe you've heard this quote that stories sell and facts behind the song. I wrote this song when I was struggling with anxiety. I wrote this song when I was really down in the dumps. My girlfriend broke up with me, or I just got fired from my job. Like, I don't know what the story is, but what's the context? What's the emotion around the song? Because we want to tap into people's emotions so that they can relate to that. All right. So never post, my new song is out now. Instead, what's the story? What's the emotion? And the next one, this is SES, not SEX, SES, is struggle. And I was telling some of my students the other day is that fans will relate to your struggle more than they'll relate to your success any day. Like, what was the struggle? I remember when Chester Bennington shared the story when they were making Hybrid Theory, how he lost his voice. And so they couldn't record the record in time. Or maybe it was Meteora. I don't know. But the point is, I remember him losing his voice and not being able to sing. And that was a struggle. I remember one time I really struggled performing once because I had this headache, but we pushed through it. Or when my drummer was throwing up and we're going through a hard time, or we hit a wolf driving through the night. These are different stories. I remember when I had to fire a drummer once because I found him in a bathtub drunk one time. Okay, so these are all different stories that we want to share. But what are the stories around the song? I know for me, one story, the song "Walking into Fire," which comes out tonight. It was 2 years in the making. We wrote the song, but I had to keep following up with the producer to finish the song. I remember in the booth trying to rewrite the melodies and rewrite the hooks. And is this song good enough? And the doubt and the fear and the struggle. But here it is. And the story is that, God's with you through the flames, man. Your story's not done yet. And if you're watching this video, that's your sign to keep going, to keep writing your story, right through the pains, right through the heartaches. I had to write my story out of my dad's suicide. And I'm still writing my story today. I'm writing it right now, and I'm choosing not to give up. And so what I want to do right now is I want to share my screen, because we've been promoting my song Help, which needed a lot of help because it was only getting like 60 streams a day. And we've now got this song up to hundreds and hundreds of streams a day. We started doing this by running ads on Facebook and Instagram to a Spotify playlist, and just the streams is shot through the roof. And it's Thursday now. This is day 18. So I'm going to share my screen and show you some of the stats of where we are at. So as we can see here, here's my song. And we started about 2 weeks ago. So it was on this Sunday. And we went from 63 streams to 73 to 92 to 82. We went down a little bit. Then we kept on going all the way up to 719. Weekends typically tend to go down. So we went down a little bit. We dropped down to 413. And then just the other day, 845. On Tuesday, we dropped down a little bit. Yesterday, 668. But as you can see, just even in the last 28 days, we've had how many streams? 7,000 streams, man. 7,000 streams in the last 28 days. Okay. And if we look at saves, the saves have continued. We've had like 1,100 saves just through the roof. Okay. Playlist ads. Okay. So you got to think about this. Fans aren't just streaming the song, they're adding it to a playlist. That's a very, very powerful indicator for Spotify. What about the saves? When you're getting 100 and something people saving it, like those are huge indicators. And this number continues to go up, 2.6. Okay. And what I haven't checked yet is music metrics. Where is it? Popularity score, Spotify. Let's just check my song Help, see if that's made any changes. Help Manafest. How about that? Okay, there it is right there. 26% popularity score. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this. Look at this. We were at like 16%, and then boom. Let's go. 25%, or 25%. Okay, so if you remember, I shared a few days ago that like I hadn't really checked the popularity score, but that's a really good indicator that we're going to start triggering Spotify's algorithm now, because I've been spending all my money on these streams, right? I've been paying to promote my songs on playlists, right? And driving the streams, and it's been awesome. And what's been really cool is we've been getting, like, every time I open up my app on Instagram and I look, I can see someone's left another comment, and somebody added the song to my stories as well too, which is really cool. So like, I definitely know that we're sharing songs, right? Like they're sharing the song on Facebook, but they're now sharing it to their stories on Instagram, which is awesome. So let me show you the Facebook ads here, that what we've been doing now. And this is just so cool. So let's go to Facebook and let me just organize these. There's a lot of ads going on here. Let's do those, filter by rows. Okay, so let's go yesterday. So yesterday we had about 213 people click to the song, okay? And we spent about $104 Canadian, which is not much. It's only like 60 bucks American, okay? And some of the click-through rates are still kind of expensive. Let's check today. So we can look at the click-through rate, 56 cents, 75 cents, 30 cents, 56, 71. And again, that's Canadian. Okay, so if we divide that, and these are new ads, and I'm surprised that they're costing me that much. We might need to just like this tier 1 and tier 2. If this guy doesn't come down, I'm gonna have to turn him off. Okay, and same thing with this guy. If this guy doesn't come down, like if we go last 7 days, we can see, okay, we've had 53 cents, 38 cents. And again, like that's more like it, like that's palatable, right? Because 38 cents Canadian is only 22 cents American, and that's still a little high. It's still a little high. So I'm going to let it go a couple more days here at that price. Like, let's just take a look yesterday. What was this one at? 46 cents, 44 cents. That's okay. I like that. Tier 3. I might even give this one just a little bit more budget. And let's give this guy here a little bit more. See how he does. 54. Okay, I got to give a little bit more budget, right? So that's working really, really good. But what's the comments and like how much traction are we getting on this ad now? Let's take a look. Let's click preview. So we've got 1.3 thousand likes, 24 comments, and 63 shares. Okay, so the numbers keep going up. They keep going up, and I definitely know the Spotify streams are going to go up. I think in the next, I don't know, hopefully by next week, we'll have triggered the algorithm, and then Spotify will start sharing this song out, and we'll just go, whew. That's my hope. That's my hope. I know hopefully either tomorrow or Saturday, if you remember, go watch, I think it was last Saturday's recording, the Apple Shazams were up 354%. I really believe because we spent a lot more now and we're reaching a lot more people that the Apple Shazams are going to go through the roof. I definitely know if we open up YouTube, let's take a look at YouTube. Because remember, there's other effects that happen from, like we're not, like, yes, we're marketing to Spotify, like we're going to Spotify, but other cool things happen, okay? And in the playbook where this whole strategy is broken down for you step by step, right here. Playlist Profits. That's the book. Go get that on Amazon or download it off of our website. But let's take a look at YouTube here and see what's happening. And again, this is like just like raw off the cuff. I hope this is helpful. So here's my YouTube. Okay, we got about 104,000 subscribers. Let's click on content. Well, I can just do search here and do help music video. Okay, there's the music video. Let's click on analytics. And let's take a look here. Let's go the last, I don't know, let's go last 28 days. Okay, so look at this. 28 streams, 28, 32, 40, and then 62. And if you look in the last 28 days, where's the YouTube traffic coming from? It's coming from YouTube search. And that's just in the last 28 days. 48% of traffic is coming from YouTube search. Well, what about the last 7? Okay, still same thing, 48%. But man, we're starting to crank up. We're getting more subscribers. We're definitely getting more views. And so there's definitely an effect happening on everything here. Okay, everything is starting to get a lift. let's just look at one more thing here. If you guys are still with me, let me know in the comments. But what about Amazon? Okay, I'm going to log into my artist.amazon. This is the first time we've done this one. I want to take a look at the top songs and see if we're getting anything here. Well, let me search. Let me take a look here. Last 7 days. Oh, it doesn't look like it's on here. Okay, so let's share this. I want to. If it's not working, it's not working, and I'm okay with that. I don't care. Let me share my screen. Amazon for artists. Boom. Okay, so here's my top songs on Amazon the last 7 days. Okay, let's go the last 24 hours though. Do we see help in here? Help? No love on Amazon, eh? Look at that. I don't even see it on the top 30. Nope. 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 I didn't see it. Oh, there he is. 59. Woo! Okay, like so what's the data? Okay. So let's go the last 28 days. So I don't know, July 10th, we had 20 streams, 9, 18. Yeah, but that's yeah, it's not really, I don't think it's really done anything, man. I don't think it's really done anything. So I'm gonna vouch for we haven't seen any real lift on Amazon, but that's okay. I know we're getting Spotify, I know we're getting YouTube, and I know we're getting Apple Shazams. And so maybe just a lot of people don't listen to music on Amazon. I don't listen to music on Amazon. I use it for buying stuff, right? But some people do, and that's fine. And maybe a percentage went over there. And that's just again, just the overflow of what we're doing. But dudes, I hope this is like inspiring. Like, go set up some ads. If you need help with it, book a call with us if you want, or pick up the Playlist Profits book. But just don't keep on watching this stuff. Get in the game. Set up a playlist, add your songs to it, start running ads, and blow this thing up. I will see you on the next video right here for day 19.